His name is Matt Johnson, and he's changing the world one wedding film at a time.
Wow. That is the new intro for the podcast.
You're
and
welcome.
For my YouTube and my life.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's just Nashville for you.
Love it. So
Straight
good.
from the Nashville boys.
So I am here with the Nashville boys. I'm with Zachariah Mayfield and Drue, but with a name that would not be how you think it would be spelled.
Yes.
And I don't know how you pronounce
Schnelle.
it. Is that? I don't even know how to pronounce your last name.
Schnelle or Schnelle. I actually asked my
Schnellski?
dad, and he didn't know. He said either or. So I've basically got two last names.
Something got lost in translation.
Yeah.
That's all right.
I also asked why it was spelled so weird, and he said that he just thought it was spelled that way. So,
Just write something down.
yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
And if you're watching the video version of the pod, I'm in a Nashville sandwich.
Yes, you are.
A hot Nashville.
We have these super cool mics with your face logo on them.
You're welcome.
It is very
Thank you.
cool.
And we are in Utah,
Yeah.
the mountains of Utah,
Sony Kando.
Sony Kando camp.
It's gorgeous. I've never been out here before.
It is awesome.
Have you ever left Nashville?
Yes, I have. I'm from Kansas City.
You're
Which
from
is-
there?
Yeah,
I
from
lived
Kansas
there for a
City.
few years.
Did you really?
Yeah, I lived closer to Lawrence, Kansas.
Okay.
And by
yeah.
closer, I mean in Lawrence.
Okay, yeah.
So.
LFK? No.
Yeah, pretty much.
I've never been to.
Never been to Kansas City. It's a fun little time. It's growing.
It is.
It's growing. Just like every city.
Everybody's moving there.
Maybe. Probably not.
I do like it though because it's not as busy as like Nashville, Atlanta, New York, LA.
It is a
but it's
small
still
town.
fun.
It's nice.
It's
But
cool.
yes.
Matt, what are your thoughts today about Sony Condo?
Yeah, is it Condo or is it Condo?
I think you're thinking maybe it could be Marie Kondo. Like that makes you want to say Kondo because like the Marie Kondo
I
Netflix
don't know.
show. And then there's Kando, which I mean, if we're from Texas, Kando, you have Kando camp. That's where I go with it. That's what I'm thinking.
Kando.
It is.
love
But
that.
I was under the impression this was like a small get together Sony event people, but apparently it's like 300 people come to this thing, and I was like, oh.
Yeah.
Tons of creators.
Okay, so here we are, and we're all hanging out, and I just had some French fries, and we're gonna go up a mountain later.
Yeah, for dinner.
How were the French fries?
I mean, pretty good. They
He
had,
smashed them, dude.
Dude, I saw them and I thought about it, but I didn't get them.
they had this like Korean steak sauce dip.
What?
It was really good. Yeah,
Oh, man, I missed out.
you
Yeah,
did.
The event seems really well put together so far. I'm curious to see like how all the
With
stuff
everybody.
goes with classes and like everybody being here and dinners and stuff. Like, see how organized it is.
I'm for sure getting lost.
Yeah,
I'm getting lost.
absolutely.
Oh, yeah.
But it's okay.
So, Drue, do you play Halo Infinite?
Yes, we're going here. We're going here.
Man, I played for a short period of time because the multiplayer was great. Really was wanting the campaign, but it took too long for it to come out. But I have seen the updates from Twitter folk who
It's good
post
now. It's good.
Halo, and I've seen that they buffed movement.
Yeah, sliding
and-
is pretty buffy.
Yeah, it's the clips that I'm seeing on Twitter are actually pretty sick, and it makes me want to get back on and play
Yeah.
a little bit. Probably not very good, but
Me and Matt were early adopters.
Oh yeah, we were in. We were all about. You want to play some Halo? Yeah, bro. Let's play some Halo.
That was
Okay,
like
cool.
kind of the.
Well,
I
that's
think
what
the
you
first
had-
time we
you had
talked to
to.
each other with our voices was over Xbox.
I think you're right. Actually,
I think it
Yeah,
was.
and it was great.
Yeah, we were like,
that's
"What's
a
up, man? Let's
beautiful
play
thing.
Halo."
That's a beautiful thing.
Yeah.
How into gaming do you want to get? Because
Yeah.
I don't want to bore your audience, but we can go hard or we can
can
just
go very
touch
hard.
in.
The audience is here for whatever we want to talk about.
Oh my gosh!
Because my mom listens, my dad listen, and they're going to support this regardless.
And your mom grinded Halo Reach
Oh yeah,
back in
my
the day.
mom was all about it. Level
She
50.
loved it.
Yeah, had her general. She was
Her armor was sick.
doing it. Yeah, she had the ninja flaming head.
Yeah, she had the flaming head.
Yeah, she did it all.
Inclement weather, sick upgrade. Yeah, she
Oh,
was.
inclement weather. I forgot that term. Dang it.
Yeah, baby.
Taking me back.
Yeah, baby. Yeah, so basically, Infinite dropped with like so little content. They had like this massive player base.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, this is pretty cool. Turns out it was in beta for like a year and a half.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So everybody left. But now it's like really solid.
It's not too bad.
It just took 2 years.
Well, I just needed a good group of people to play it with.
Mhm.
And I just didn't have that.
And then
That was
Now
the
you
big
do.
thing. Now I
we
do.
showed up here to Kando, and I was under the impression that two of you had known each other forever because you have very similar energy in terms
It's kind of crazy.
Yes.
We have known of each other
Yes.
for a couple of years.
We weren't even following each other on Instagram,
No.
and we both thought we were.
But that's just because that's how good of a friendship we have.
Yeah.
We just such good friends already, just forgot to follow each other.
I'm getting on
social
my
media.
Delta flight this morning at like butt crack in the morning, and this guy in front of me has a hat on and long hair, and he's kind of like looking at me, like looking all sweaty and stuff. He's like, "Hey Zach." I'm like, "Who the heck knows me on this place?" Like, hey boy,
Hey, brother.
hey brother bear. I was like, "Oh dude, what's up?" And we met, and he's sitting directly in front of me on a window seat.
funny.
So we're just chatting it up. It was so cool.
It was pretty funny. I wasn't expecting anybody to be on that
Me
early of
neither.
a flight. I was like, well, when I saw the schedule come out about the condo trip, I was like, I think I made some terrible mistakes. I was like,
What am I going to do for 8 hours?
exactly. I
Wait
was
till
like,
we
I wanna
dig
be
into your
sitting here.
content plan.
Oh my god, I was so worried. And I'm also leaving extremely late on
Are
the
you?
31st. Yes. So I'm
Red
like,
eye flight back.
I'm gonna be at the airport for 6 hours. We'll see. It's all good. I'll hang out in the Utah airport.
Yeah, that's so funny.
It's a nice airport.
It was pretty nice.
You're gonna love it.
Yeah. No, I'm not.
Really supporting the Utah airport here. Like, it's one of the best airports, bro. It's going to be really great
One
for
of the
you.
best ones in Utah.
Okay.
So good.
That's funny. But yeah, we've only known each other for a couple of years because of Dave. Shout out to Dave.
Yep, Dave Mays and Connor McCaskill, the boys.
The connector of so many people.
He
For
really
real.
is.
He really is.
He's the guy who got me my first YouTube job. Like, he blessed me with that job of hosting his old channel. So
Yeah,
that
that's
was
right.
like what got me like into the YouTube door for real.
That's right. I forgot
Crazy.
about that.
He's a good guy.
He is
So
a good guy.
you took over was it the Kinotika channel?
Yeah, it was still branded Kinotika.
Yeah.
He was leaving, so I took over. I did that for a year and a half, and that's where I like learned YouTube. And it was a really cool opportunity to like not work for clients and make all the YouTube mistakes, because I wasn't caring about thumbnails, titles. I just didn't have that knowledge, and that's where I got to learn
It's
everything.
crazy how much that matters nowadays.
It's insane. It's like almost everything now.
I come from old YouTube world where none of that matters.
Just screenshots.
Well, back then the trick was you would throw a frame in the middle of your video
Yes.
because that was the only way that you could pull a thumbnail.
What?
It would pull the middle frame of your video.
I think it was the first 4 or 5 years of YouTube. Might not be that long, but I remember at least the first several years of YouTube. The middle frame of your video was what would become the thumbnail. So people realized that, and so they would start to either try to have a certain clip at that point, or they would literally just flash a single frame
Yep.
at that exact frame. So that way it would show up and they would have exactly what they wanted, which led to massive clickbaiting on the
Massive
platform. And the
clickbait.
amount of
Oh my god.
real aliens attack, and it's like one thing of an alien, one frame,
Completely
and the rest
different
of it is
video.
like a
Yeah.
child with an flying saucer, going, pew 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 pew, like
It's
flying
like,
around. Literally that.
That's crazy, man. So you guys have been around the YouTube life.
Yes.
That's insane.
Yeah, I did Call of Duty YouTube from 2008 to 2012.
You make montages.
I made montages.
Montages.
My
We're all gamers here.
It's all come back to gaming. This is
Yeah.
it.
My
This is
gamer
it.
tag was Mountain Drue.
Dude, that's actually good.
I mean, yeah,
pretty
yeah, it
sweet.
was.
But I had a serious, moment when Mountain Dew rebranded to MTN Drue.
Yeah,
Or Dew. I apologize.
when they officially took my name.
Yeah, they took my
Mountain
name. I didn't know what to do. So I swapped it to MTN Drue, and it just didn't feel right. So I swapped
Just
back.
do the do, man,
Yeah.
whenever you don't know what to
I
do.
wanted a sponsorship so bad.
I bet.
I mean, I was like 16 years old.
Drinking Code Red, just
All the time. Well, because,
Pounding them.
Call of Duty, it was Mountain Dew and Doritos. So, like, I literally survived
you
on
get your
that
XP
for, like,
if you buy more of them. You're like, crap, I gotta level up. All right, I'll buy
Yeah.
some of this here.
it was like for 5 years. But yeah, I made montages.
I think even with Halo Infinite, they had like some collaboration with like a fingernail polish thing, and I was talking to my wife. I'm like, hey, listen, if you wanna, I know you don't wear fingernail polish often, but if you want to, you could buy this. That would get me a Halo skin. And she's like, okay, like, do you really want it? I was like, no, it's not worth it. Don't worry about
That's
it.
so
Never mind.
funny.
Never mind.
Please do it. Please do it. Please do it.
But if you want to, it's cool.
Yeah.
Totally cool.
Totally
Totally
cool.
It'd be neat. All right, great. Oh well.
yeah, they
I
did
probably
so
would've
many
bought
of
it.
those things.
I probably would have bought it.
You could just go on like eBay afterwards, just buy the code
buy the
from
code.
somebody for like
Yeah.
the same price, and not
True.
actually have to have the
That's a good point.
yeah.
So Matt, how long have you been serious about YouTube? I haven't gone
Since
to the beginning of your channel.
Of course. No, I actually had a different channel.
Oh, okay.
For the first, well, it still exists now, but I had a different channel that I had made in 2006. And
wonderful.
the good times. Back when
wasn't that the year it came out? Or was
that
that
2005 was whenever they had it. 2006 was whenever Google bought it.
Okay.
Yeah.
And so I was right after that. And I was one of the first people into the partner program, like the money sharing thing in 2007.
Crazy. There you go.
I applied. For some reason they let me in. I do not know why, but they did. And my claim to fame was there was these, my brother and sister were raising rabbits for 4-H for like Future Farmers of America, FFA, raise some rabbits and then we'll auction them off and you can make some money and learn about raising animals. I did not raise any rabbits, but I did film my brother's rabbits, and one of those videos got 5 million views.
Oh my gosh.
From nothing. Just a dumb video of some baby rabbits. And I was like,
that's
cool.
Awesome. They're baby rabbits.
Yeah, so I proceeded to make like 5 more videos like that. Of just like same thing and just milk them for like millions of views.
So you knew the YouTube strategy right away.
Yes.
Okay.
Milk it. Baby rabbits.
Baby
Perfect.
rabbits.
Okay, cool.
Cute animals.
Post them. Yes. So I like literally my channel where people were like cute animals, show more cute bunnies. And I was like, okay, sure, I'll show you more cute bunnies. Yeah. Because I was making like, I think at my peak I made like $900 in a month from AdSense revenue, which this is 2007.
Yeah,
like
it was way different.
Nobody's making any money from YouTube unless they're like super mega popular, and a lot of those people aren't even around anymore. You know, you got like Phil DeFranco's still around.
Yeah,
There's like very
Sexy
few
Phil, you mean?
Sexy Phil back in the day. Yeah, God, all that.
He's not sexy Phil.
Oh gosh,
insane.
Isn't it insane? It's insane.
So I kept doing that, and then I eventually pivoted to like, oh no, I really want to do filmmaking, and I want to like pursue this more. And I bought a camera similar to the camera that's on the bed over here, something like that. But my camera did not record to tape.
Handycam.
My tape recorded to miniature DVDs.
Oh.
Because this was in the interstitial period between SD cards being too expensive. Yep. And they're like, don't worry, we got you with DVDs. And I'm like, this is a horrible thing.
So dumb.
It's funny. But camera was great. And so I proceeded to start like making just general videos. But then what I ran into is people on that channel were like, where are the rabbits? Where have the rabbits gone? We want
Screw
the
your
bunnies.
camera. Give us bunnies.
Exactly. And I was like, oh crap. So I had to basically like kill that channel because it grew to 7,000 subscribers. Yeah. And
you had a whole audience.
I had a whole audience that wanted rabbits. And I remember that there was like one time I noticed that like a ton of traffic was coming in, and it was coming from some forum in China, and there was like 50 pages of all these people talking about baby rabbits. And this is like pre-Google Translate. I had no idea what they were saying, but I think it was a lot of like, these are so cute. And I was like, well, cool.
What's
glad
up, fam?
everybody likes it. But I'm not going to make any more of these.
Did you sell that channel, or do you still have the login? Because I feel like we could bring that back.
Bring it back, baby.
Bunnies are always trending.
Think about the YouTube shorts.
Maybe. But it was some janky, like, this is some not pre-HD videos of bunnies. You know, it's like standard definition.
Those videos even look even worse nowadays.
It really does. Yeah.
But with your skills now,
we can bring it back.
8K
Upscale it with
bunnies.
AI. Here we go.
AI upscaling.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So my other channel really like I didn't start to see success with it until like 2015.
Yeah.
Late 2015. Been a while.
So you've been doing YouTube for a long time then.
One of the grandpas of YouTube, as it were.
I was gonna say anybody like literally anybody doing YouTube from 2000, because I started 2007 to like 2012 time period.
The good old days.
I love, because I basically lived on YouTube during that time. So, you know, like Justine, Kasim G, Shay Carl, you had Fred,
Mystery Guitar Man.
Mystery Guitar Man.
Yeah.
Oh my
Gosh.
Ray William Johnson, or Equals 3. Dude,
So
how
much.
funny was that? Do you remember just Leet Speak?
Yeah, all that.
I wasn't really in that era,
You weren't
honestly.
in that? Dude,
I
you
got in
missed out,
after.
man.
You missed out on all the fun.
I
in that
know.
You did. It was a lot. This was pre anybody caring what you did kind of
Yeah.
YouTube
More Wild
internet.
West times.
So Wild West.
Yeah.
And like the site would break all the time and things wouldn't load. And like, because people complain, oh, it's down. I'm like, you don't understand how bad it used to be. Like, it would be like a constant occurrence of something breaking. And now it's like, oh, yeah, it's like a really stable platform. Okay, cool.
I cried the day I got my YouTube banner. because I was so excited.
You had to unlock that?
Yeah, that wasn't a thing. You had to be.
It's kind of cool, actually.
You had to be a part of the YouTube AdSense or partnered through a company.
Okay.
In order to be, what was it? Partnered or?
Yeah, it was the partner program even then. But they had the cool thing about the banner. I was talking to someone about this recently. No, I was listening to a podcast about this recently, I think, or something. No, I don't remember. Anyways, they were talking about how the banner had. You could click on different parts of the banner.
You could.
Oh.
Like,
different links.
you could custom code the banner in a way where it's an image, but like, depending on where you clicked on it, it would be a different link.
Bring that back.
And I had a link to Justin.tv. If anybody
Before
knows what that
Twitch.
is.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Way pre-Twitch, yes.
Yeah, those days were incredible.
Yeah.
That's when the streaming was really... People like, streaming on Twitch sucks now. I'm like, you don't understand. Justin TV was like, you want potato? You want to watch potato quality? We can show you
We got
potato.
3 pixels for it. Take it or leave it.
Yeah.
No, it was crazy. That was a weird time for streaming too, because the streaming was really like, I feel like do you guys remember the MagCon? Like it was kind of Vine days.
Yeah.
All those kids that ended up coming over to YouTube, a lot of them did I don't remember the different streaming services, but there were a bunch of them besides Justin TV that they were trying to get all
Justin
these
TV
Vine
was
kids.
the big one, but yeah, they were all trying to do different, come stream here, blah blah blah.
Yeah.
When it was just none of them were good platforms. It was just a mess of all of them sucking equally.
It was pretty bad.
So something about YouTube that I've been I love listening to various creators talk about their journeys. And I want to know what you guys think about this, but there seems to be this common thread of if you want to be successful on YouTube, you basically just have to do it for so long and not quit.
Yes.
Yeah.
1,000%.
Because my channel is still tiny, and I think I've been trying for 6 years.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's crazy, but I still love it.
Yeah.
I mean, for context, I had my first channel, and I'm pretty confident that if I had kept going, I probably would have eventually seen success with that channel, but it would have been hard with the subscribers. So I literally just started a new channel in I don't remember what it was, 2012, 2010, and that still took me, it basically took me 9 years to start figuring out YouTube. So you're almost there. Just keep going a few more years.
Just a couple more years and I'll figure it out.
It does take, I mean, it just depends. Obviously, I don't do very much YouTube anymore, but it's always usually either the people who are doing it first, which is usually the people who have just been doing it the longest.
Yeah.
And it really is just kind of continuously doing it, because if you're still there, you eventually become that person that's been doing it forever. And so that's just, or there's lots of different ways for stuff to blow up nowadays, which I feel like helps get traction towards YouTube. But YouTube's a totally different world today than it was when I was doing YouTube. So it's just a way different ballgame.
Drew, I think that leads well into what you're doing now with your life.
Let's do it.
This is not good. I'm nervous.
I'm so excited. Well, we were talking to Drue earlier about his monetization methods, because I'm here trying to glean wisdom from these vets, and I was just well, how are you monetizing your stuff? Because Drue has a significant following on multiple platforms.
Yeah, baby.
Yeah, you don't want my
you're just
financial
good.
advice.
You're just talented. It's crazy.
I suck at it. I suck at it really bad.
Well, it's hard.
Real bad.
The self-motivation side of it is very hard.
So we asked him, we're like, Drue, how are you making money? And he's like, I don't.
I'm being honest. I don't. I really don't make.
Barely making it.
Barely making it.
So good.
I'm the college lifestyle freelancer right now.
But just
ramen
good.
noodles.
Your skill level though is
wearing the same
insane.
clothes every day.
And how old are you again, Drue?
That
23.
I think I just hit 30.
Age is a number.
It's a number.
There's that meme of I can't believe that someone would say that to me, a young 20-year-old born in 1985 or something like that.
It is. Well, I thought once I hit 30, I'd get my shit together, but that hasn't happened yet.
Dude, that's okay.
So
everybody's on their own journey.
Soon.
No, I do need help. I recognize that.
But at least
in
you are
time,
good at what you do, and
it'll happen.
people like what you do. And that's kind of like the
they
hardest
used to.
two parts. They used to.
We're working on people liking it again. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, if worst case scenario, if your style photography fades out, you can count in like 30 years it's going to come back.
Exactly.
So you just need to hang out for 30 years.
Yeah.
Just keep coming to Cando.
I mean, the overgrain, lifted blacks keeps coming back like every other year. So maybe I should just switch to that.
It'll hold strong.
So for people that have no clue what we're talking about, describe the style that we're talking about here.
My style?
Yeah, your style.
And you're a photographer.
Yeah, we talked about YouTube earlier, but that was at the Call of Duty montage. He's moved on now.
He's moved on to bigger and better things.
My style. So I got into photography in 2017, which was a very in the portrait world. What was really popular was like this extreme, clean, saturated, sharp.
Yeah.
Portraits. Don't know why. I don't know who started that.
Jumped on that bandwagon.
But I loved it.
Yeah, that's cool.
I feel like I definitely have work where I'm like, ugh. what was I doing?
Yeah.
But then I do feel like I have some work that it's like, I feel like I did a good job of not going too overboard and, trying to keep it. My goal was always to make it look so perfect, but not too perfect.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't want people to look like I just spent an hour retouching.
That's how I describe Zach. By the way. So perfect, but not
yes.
too perfect.
I'm just a mid-journey image.
But yeah, so that's the type of photography that I do.
Yeah.
Which is not very cool anymore.
But I mean, do you feel like it's what you enjoy making? Because we're being hard on you, but you're good.
If we're being honest, over the last couple of years, I've fallen out of love with photography, or not as much as I was into it. And I think it's more of just because I've learned a lot, and so you don't get that excitement as much as you did when you first did it.
Yeah, true.
Which is, I think, normal for anything that you do in life. But yeah, I'm in that weird period where it's like I know I've spent too much time learning all this stuff. I'm like, I've spent 6 years of my life learning how to do this stuff. I need to figure out something in the same kind of, because there's so many different avenues with photography, which is why I love photography.
Yeah.
There's just so there's food, there's sports, streets, birding, which let me tell you,
birds.
I think
is it your calling?
Well, I started working at a camera store, right? And I can't tell you how many birding photographers come in, and I am getting FOMO because they are so excited.
Maybe this is it.
I think I'm a bird photographer.
I gotta go take a picture of it.
I think
Just get emotional. I think I'm a bird
photographer. I for real though. They just are like, most of them. It's just for fun. They're buying these $15,000.
I was gonna say,
yeah, you gotta get that 800 millimeter with the 2x.
Dude,
these guys are. I'm telling you, these wildlife photographers are crazy, and I think I'm one of them. I think I just, once I monetize myself,
you can
I will
totally do it.
become a wildlife photographer.
So
even though I'm
get you a handler that
very
can just
afraid.
get you on a schedule.
Yes,
because you know how to make the stuff.
I need a lot. I need like a photography social media boot camp.
If we really need therapy here, you can come to Zach and you can lay down on the bed and we'll.
That's true.
Yeah.
We'll be over here.
We'll keep you safe.
For you.
This is a safe space, Drue.
But yeah,
I do think that there could be some potential there, because you take that ultra clean, high contrast, high saturation, but apply it
to birds.
Forget people.
Think about
People
a bald
suck.
eagle flying across a lake with the reflection of another bald eagle. Same bald eagle, but
just in
reflection
the water.
of
There's
another.
another bald eagle under the water.
Now that's
That dove
insane.
underneath.
That's
Just
your
waiting
niche.
for the perfect moment
deep.
because I've been studying these bald eagles for months.
Perfect. Love it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so this is good. I feel like we've really grown here. And
Yeah.
you've gone from, you've realized birding. This is the future.
I think
here.
that's what I'm going to start doing.
Imagine he just starts killing it in
I'm
the
going to start
wildlife
doing
bird photography.
stranger bird photography on the street.
If we're gonna do it, it needs to be a hard.
Stranger
It's
birds?
just pigeons.
Yeah.
That's all you have is pigeons.
I'm just coming up to pigeons.
Photoshop little hats onto them.
Hey,
You're welcome.
Thank you.
That's probably been done.
I think
Never.
we're going to do it. It needs to be a very hard pivot on your Instagram page. Just one day,
yeah.
we go hard from people to just birds, and it's only birds.
Just birds
Super
for, like,
attractive
months.
women to like gorgeous birds.
Just the most beautiful bird photos
Beautiful
ever.
birds.
I just need a loaner for that 600 millimeter f4.
Yeah.
And
This
I'll
is your
do
chance
it.
at Sony Camp.
Yeah,
They
I'm
will
gonna have
loan
to
you
talk to
one.
somebody.
They will gladly loan you
They
one.
can loan you one for the
Just don't
week.
break
I've
it.
just seen. Yeah, that would not be good. I would. Yeah, that would suck.
Yeah, the loaner doesn't. It's not so much a loaner whenever you break it.
Yeah.
That's when the rules come out.
Yeah.
I understand.
No, but I do want to explore into what is more popular nowadays, and sometimes I do, but then I post said things and they get no love.
Mm.
That's hard.
I'm like, what's up with that? I get comments like, what are you doing? You do the same thing over and over. I'm like, here, let me try something new. Nothing.
The comments are, dude.
Social
how do you feel
media.
about comments, Matt? Do you read them?
Yeah, do you read your comments?
I forget sometimes, and then I go back and I'm like, oh yeah. But like when I was starting, I replied to every single comment.
Yeah.
For years. And then it just started getting more and more and more. And slowly grew to the point where I was like, I don't have the brain space for this. I have a child now. I have other things to do.
Not your priority.
That makes
But
sense.
I will say that still, to this day, 99.9% of YouTube comments are positive. And people are super friendly and
Yeah.
super encouraging, and it's been great. And then every once in a while, you get, a wild card here and there.
Yeah.
It's like, you suck. I didn't know the Amish made videos. And I'm like, thank you.
The Amish.
Oh, man.
And I'm like, that hurts.
Ow.
That does sound pretty painful.
And so, like, but at the same time, it's like, that's what people are going to say. Like, most people are very positive. So
Yeah.
I like the comments. I have nothing against comments.
That's good.
And it's easy to focus on the negative ones.
Yes.
Yes, I have a bad problem with that.
I think it's just like, I feel like it comes with time because I was super self-conscious when I first started making YouTube videos, and like the comments, like I would be terrified to go read the comments even when there's one or two. And now I can just watch somebody rip me apart and like genuinely like think it's funny and like heart it or pin it to the top. That's
There you
like my
go.
favorite thing to do now. Like sometimes I'll pick the rudest comment and pin it because I just think it's funny.
See, my issue is I want to fight these people that send
Yeah.
negative. I'm like, how can I comment something that will make them feel even worse than I feel right now?
I feel
Which
like
is
you
not
get
a
over
good
that.
route to go. It's not a
never
good
works.
route. It never works, except on Twitter if you do it in a good way.
Yeah, like really creative. Like
It's got to be a
spin on that.
creative way where it's not like a hardcore dig into them, but a subtle like, hey, you hurt my feelings. That was kind of a dick thing to do, especially if it's from somebody who has a reputation. It's different when it's like just some random person that has no following,
Blank
but when
avatar,
it's somebody that's in your own space that says some stuff, that's
Yeah, because that reflects back onto them.
oh yeah, I've pulled some cards out.
Really?
Oh yeah, I'm pretty brutal. Used to be pretty brutal.
Beefing on Twitter?
dude, all the time. Used to,
Look at him now.
not
with form.
anymore.
He would never.
No, I'm a nice person.
Old portrait photographer Drue, but bird photographer?
Bird photographer,
No.
totally different.
Drama
Change
free.
I am all
Drama
about
free.
positivity.
Family-friendly, optimism.
Yeah, children
Love.
friendly, birds.
I respect that. You've grown a lot just in
Yes.
this one meeting.
It's this conversation.
Which this is not a podcast, by the way. This is just a meeting for
This
you.
is. I appreciate that, guys.
Free therapy. Perfect.
No.
Great. Awesome.
Oh,
Love it.
that's yeah.
Yeah,
But you have to sometimes. Sometimes you got to stand
Yeah.
up for yourself a little bit.
exactly.
Just not too hard.
Hey,
Yeah.
Matt,
Hmm.
just a little topic. How do I go full time on YouTube?
Yes, enlighten
Just a
us.
little topic.
Yeah, a little topic.
There's
Well,
probably people that watch you that want to do what you're doing.
but this is for you. You're the one asking this because
But
you
it's
want to
also
know. 'Cause you wanna know.
relatable.
Come on.
He was just reading the comments on one of your recent videos.
I will say that first of all, anybody can go full time on YouTube at any time. You
It's
can
true.
go full
Might
time
not
on
be
YouTube
smart.
right now. Just like people say, like
Convicted.
I can retire today and live on my savings the rest of my life as long as I die on Tuesday. Like that's what they say. Like I'm fine for a few days. So,
That's so good.
you can go full time on YouTube right now,
These are
but
good points.
Wisdom.
it's whenever you that still might not be a good idea until you have some firm foundation. I would like legitimately, if you want 100% like real talk here, I would say how much money you got saved up. Mm-hmm. You need to have tell me how much money you no tell me the
Show
exact
me your Wells
number.
Fargo app.
Open up your bank account. Let's talk numbers. No, I would say you need to have at bare minimum 6 months saved up, if not a year's worth of living expenses saved up, where hey, okay, here's what I know what I'm making. And you also need to have a content plan for a year of here are the videos I'm going to make, here's the themes I'm going to hit on, here's the style. And I know, like, from past experience that these videos do decently well. So that way you're not just like, oh, no, I'm just going to feel it out. I guess I'll just do here's what I'm wearing today video. No. Yeah.
I don't do that. I'm very organized. Plan everything.
Yes, exactly.
Years in advance.
Yes.
I know what I'm doing 2 years from now.
Yes.
I'm Jack Stack, 7:30.
Every day, just fully organized, ready to go.
Very.
Oh my god.
Whole life planned out. Yeah.
No, that's good though.
No,
So
those are good.
Do you at the beginning of the year you make a content plan for the whole year?
Ideally, I should.
Yeah.
I would say, because one of the tough parts is that I do a decent amount of gear reviews, and a lot of them come up on the fly almost, So I have to leave some space for that. But even so, I still have a list of video ideas that I could pull from for a year of content very easily. Okay. Just like a big master list. And on top of that, like, I have videos scheduled out 2 months in advance right now, 3 months in advance right now.
Oh, that's amazing.
But also I'm at the point where I'm full-time and I know that that's going to be fine and I can sort of sustain that.
Yeah.
And so I'm already, all of my videos through, we're recording this end of August here. Isn't that right? Yeah, end of August now. For context, all my videos through September are already done.
Gotcha.
Like, so rendered, cool. Ready to go. Like, I could have them uploaded if I wanted to. They're just sitting on a hard drive.
Like thumbnails and everything?
Most of them.
Yeah.
The other ones are at a point where it's like, oh, I can have this done in half a day. Ready to go. Yeah. So that's really, really reassuring. If it's like, oh my gosh, what am I going to do?
Yeah.
And even then, I still have videos where like, oh, I have an idea. Okay, well, I'll just push a video back. And so I've had points where we took a trip to, we knew that there was going to be, August was going to be really packed with like us taking a trip to Europe, and then back to back, I was coming here to Kando, and I was like, well, I'm just going to record all my videos a month ahead of time. So like all my videos for this month were done, and that worked out really well.
Mm-hmm. That's cool, man.
That's amazing.
Yeah. So just plan your whole life out ahead of time.
Yeah,
and
cool. Easy.
Yeah, easy peasy.
Easy stuff. Full-time YouTube.
Yeah.
Easiest job ever.
Took me quite a long time. But I will say, like, even whenever I was going back then to that, I was filming weddings, and that was my full-time job, was filming weddings.
Yeah.
And I started alternating filming. I'd film a wedding, then I'll make a YouTube video. Wedding, YouTube video, back and forth. Like, edit a wedding, edit a YouTube video.
Slowly weaning.
Yeah. So every like 2 weeks, I'd finish a wedding, and then I'd do a YouTube video kind of back to back. Yep. And so that was sort of my style going back and forth there for years. Mm-hmm. That was the first like 4 years, 3 or 4 years of me doing this. And then I started realizing, oh, like the views are going up. Oh, there's more people following. Oh, like we're making more money from this. Oh, okay. Well, I think this might actually be feasible for me to like step back from weddings. But it was never a quick cold turkey quit. It was okay, let's just scale back. And it was, let's go from 30 weddings down to 20, then down to 15, then down to 10.
Gotcha. That's cool.
So
that's
it's a balance.
Because that feels like that's what my process has been like. I keep having these like random creative jobs. I'm like running this random Chinese YouTube channel.
There you go.
I'm editing videos for Matt Diavella for a year and a half, and now I'm shooting videos for a real estate guy. But it's like slowly, I feel like it's transitioning into that like YouTube phase at some point.
You gotta do what you gotta do.
Yeah, dude.
Well, that's just YouTube in general. I feel like though, it's like I feel like a lot of people don't realize how much work goes into YouTube.
Oh my gosh, yeah. The back end is crazy.
There's a lot. And so I applaud you for being months out, because I know how much work that is. And it's a lot. And so it is one of those things where you just got to try and find that time to just do it. Mm-hmm. It's hard.
Being self-employed helps. Just like being the only thing I'm doing. Also, like outsourcing the editing helps out a ton, because then I can just focus more on the creativity and the writing.
I was going to ask you, I was like, what's your editing workflow?
Yeah, that's a big help. So I still do some of the editing, like I'll drop in some of the B-roll and stuff like that, but like the overall core, because it's me talking head, like it needs to be edited. It'll take like an hour or two to do, but that's still an hour or two that I could be doing something else. So whenever you have kids and a family, it's like, oh, I only have an hour or two today to work at all. So either I'm going to be editing or I could be doing other stuff that's more important.
Yeah.
And I think it was one of the business coaches I've read. He was basically like, anything that does not require your voice or your like input or your brain or something like that. Basically, if it doesn't need you to be done, outsource it. Like, so that'd be editing. Oh, you don't need to edit. Like, you already made the video. It's already you. Congratulations. Edit. Outsource that. Emails. Outsource those things. All that junk.
Dude, it's crazy. After like editing for Matt Diavella I think I did that for like a year and a half. It like poisoned my mind for watching YouTube videos. Now everything I watch gets filtered through like his standard, because like his editing is like incredible in my opinion. I had to like get to that point.
That's good. That's good. Helpful. That's really helpful.
Oh my gosh, yeah, it was like life changing for my editing, and I had to switch to Resolve. That's a whole other topic. But dude, I say that because I watched your what video was it? You did like a Nikon Red Raw video.
Yeah.
And the whole time I was watching it, I was like, dude, this script is so good. I wanted to like download your video, and I had all these ideas for like adding in like B-roll and like some sketches and like graphics and stuff. I was like, oh dude, I don't know why I thought of that.
Thanks, buddy.
I was like, dude, I want to edit this video.
No, that was like stream of conscious script. I wrote that script very quickly, but I also intentionally
It felt
did
very
not put
intentional.
any B-roll on it. I was like, this is just my talking head. And first time I did that was a video like where I was basically saying like why filmmakers are leaving Premiere Pro for DaVinci Resolve.
Yeah.
And I was like, I just couldn't throw away. I was like, I just have some opinions. I'm going to throw them up there. I'm not going to put any B-roll. It's just me talking. And that video got like 100,000 views in a few days.
That's so baller.
And
what's
I was
the
like,
retention?
oh.
Like, do you
It was
get
super
pretty good?
high. It was like
so cool.
It was easily the best video I'd made on my channel in like a year or two. It
I
was
mean,
like,
I
wow.
guess there's a lot of guys that do that, or there's a lot of big YouTubers that really just kind of react or share their opinion on
a lot of the gaming
situations.
channels now, it's literally people and they're talking and they're just putting footage of gaming and they're just talking over it.
and talking about it, or like
Yeah.
all the what are they called? The
Let's Plays or something like that.
Yeah.
Live commentaries.
live commentary
Yeah.
group and all that stuff. It's just, it's wild.
It's
how
kind of
many
encouraging
people-
because like I feel like there's this temptation to make these like super Mr. Beastified like high paced edits where
Every
like there's a
frame
cut
must
every
be-
2 seconds.
Yeah.
So it's really cool to know like there's still retention and like an audience out there that just wants like good thoughts,
So
good
I've
topics.
started trying to do more of those, and not like every video. I don't want everybody to be that. But I also was realizing, I'm busting my butt doing a ton of work on B-roll, and I may be the only one that actually cares about this, because what I'm actually saying is more important than what I'm actually editing and showing in the B-roll. And I got a few people that would comment like, oh, I think the B-roll could help, but nobody was like, oh, I'm not going to watch this. Like, you still watched it. Congratulations. You did it. Okay, then the point is made. So
Totally.
No, I feel that though. Just in general with overthinking what I'm doing, and really how not very many people care about all the little details that I'm trying to do for things. And so it is funny how that works. Because I'll be like, I'm like, I need to make sure it has this, this, and this. But if I just didn't even do that, nobody would even notice.
Yeah.
Nobody really cares.
And it's funny. I think it's Sean Cannell from Think Media on YouTube. He's got some really helpful videos, but like literally the entire tagline for their YouTube channel is like, you got to just hit record.
Yeah.
Like that's it. You literally just like
Nolan
just
from that
make
channel's
the
gonna
video.
be here today.
Ooh.
Yeah, he's a homie. He's a good dude.
Oh, good.
Yeah, he's cool.
Good. I haven't met him yet.
Yeah,
Great.
love to hang with him.
Love it. This is so exciting.
We
But
should
yeah,
hang.
they're
hang out.
yeah, we should hang.
All right. Well, speaking of hanging, we have to go to dinner. So
We do. We got a tram to catch.
Yeah, we gotta take not the train. I gotta catch a train. Toots, like no, I gotta catch a tram. Gotta catch a tram.
Thanks for having us on your pod.
for real.
That was
Cool.
fun.
Nashville boys.
Nashville boys.
Nashville sandwich.
Invite
Love
us back, Sony. To the Nashville boys.